Welcome back to the show. Of course, one of our favorite places here in the Bay Area is the Florida Aquarium. It's been a couple of weeks since we have checked in with them to see what they have going on. And the truth is they have not stopped working. They have been very busy. We are so happy to welcome Roger back to the show this morning to tell us all about what's going on these days. And I was going to say one person, but one creature in particular, sea life animal, is getting a lot of attention these days. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Carly. It's great to be back here with you.
I know. Again, I told you before we got started, we've been hearing wonderful things about the Florida Aquarium and how much families are loving it, certainly in a time as 2020. And again, let's start with the sea turtle. And again, this is kind of the start of the show this morning.
Yeah, so it's great to be able to talk about Banner, who is a rescued and rehabilitated endangered sea turtle. We found him 4 years ago working with Fish and Wildlife. He was struck by a boat, and I think a lot of folks, again, some don't always remember that the Florida Aquarium is about saving wildlife. So Banner got a second chance at life, spending some time with us here in our veterinary care and our animal care team. But unfortunately, Banner's injuries, while he got a second chance at life, were too much, and so he cannot go back into the ocean, but has a new home up at the Mississippi Aquarium in Gulfport. And as you said earlier, we're hoping that the hurricane doesn't affect our friends up there, but Banner is in a good place.
So let me ask, why can't he stay here in the Bay Area at the Florida Aquarium?
One of the things, a great question. So one of the things we do is because we do care for so many animals and we do bring them in, we need to make sure we have some space for, unfortunately, the next Banner, because we do see, sea turtles get boat strikes or swallow plastics or, get frostbite. So Banner's been deemed, let's go to the Mississippi Aquarium. Let's tell the story to all the folks, the things we can do to save them. And at some point, we'll probably have a new Banner here at the Florida Aquarium.
Oh, I'd imagine, do you have friends kind of all over the country where you guys continue to I'd imagine you're learning from each other as well. I know you guys are a big leader in that as well, because you are such a big research and do so much. But I'd imagine that you probably do have friends all over the country.
Yeah, we do. The zoo and aquarium community comes together, especially, again, we're all committed to saving wildlife. And that's really, really important. So how we exchange animals, how we give animals a second chance is really, really critical. So, yeah, you can see, folks like Banner go to Mississippi. When I was up in Chicago before, we got a sea turtle from down here, up there as well. So you want to make sure that these animals are truly taken care of. Our primary focus is to get them back in the wild, but in some cases they can't. And the global community comes together to save wildlife and educate people.
Well, speaking of saving wildlife, the exhibit that's been there at the Florida Aquarium for quite some time, we just found out is going to be extended. It's going to be staying there a little bit longer, which I'm super thrilled about because it's such an awesome exhibit. If people haven't had a chance to come out, it's washed ashore, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
Tell us about that, because that was one of my favorite things. I got to come out and see that exhibit right before everything kind of shut down. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'm so glad you love it, because it really is. It's a nationally recognized exhibit that was curated just for the Florida Aquarium. And this exhibit has not been displayed in the state of Florida at this level ever before. So what is washed ashore? And it brings together ocean plastics that were found in the oceans along the Oregon coast. And this incredible artist made these brilliant art pieces. So, 20-foot sharks and 10-foot parrotfish and jellies hanging from the ceiling. So come on down here to the Florida Aquarium, because the art is truly beautiful, but it also tells a story. And especially those of us here in Tampa, we talk about a lot of things of how we're so connected to the waterways and how some of our decisions, especially when it comes to single-use plastic, do affect wildlife and actually affect our own lives. So it's a great exhibit. It was extended thanks to the Vinnick Family Foundation through the end of February 2021. So we are open, but even at limited capacity, you still get an opportunity to come see it.
That's such a big education component. Talk about real quickly before we wrap up about what else you and your team are doing. Obviously, the aquarium's still open. You said night hours have been really popular for you and the team there. But I was so excited. You were just telling me about, I know a lot of kids in virtual school right now, and you guys have thought of something which I think is incredible for helping families out, helping kids get out of the house, even in that virtual learning experience. Tell me about that real quickly, if you can.
Yeah, so we have an incredible education team here who's offering schooling with the fish and e-learning program. So it's e-learning support. So go to our website. You can check out, learn more about it. But if your student is learning remotely, you have an opportunity to come here to our education department. You can log in with your school, classwork, and our educators will help those students navigate. You're not going to replace teachers, by the way, but they'll help them navigate throughout the day. Matter of fact, my 2 kids are here right now, and they are loving it. They can't wait to go back in person next week here in Hillsborough County, but they are loving it because they get out of the house. They get to see some other friends. They're getting the support, learning all the Zoom nuances and Canvas and other things. And mom and dad get a chance to still, work and get a reprieve as well.
Again, I just think that is so needed here in the community. And again, you're at the Florida Aquarium, so maybe you can incorporate a visit with some animal friends as well.
Absolutely. And they do. At the end of it, every day, they go for a tour and have some fun.
Roger, we can't thank you enough for what you and the team are doing to keep everybody safe and to keep everyone having a unique place to come. We really appreciate it. We'll see you again soon, okay? And we wish Banner a lot of good luck. When's the big move for Banner?
Oh, Banner's up there right now. So he's maybe the effects of his first hurricane, but he's up there safe and sound.
Okay, sounds good. Keep us updated. Thank you, Roger.
Thanks, Carly.